Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordam and we are back for some more Rogue Trader. As you can see, we had a bit of a fight at the end of the previous episode. We are in the Von Valancius Palace. We came here, we found Mr. Marazhai, I think that's his name. Let me actually check here, I think there's a place here that says it. Where is it? Yeah, the Xenos Marazhai. He was sitting right there and he had a bunch of enemies trying to ambush us. They were not successful, thankfully. We killed them all, we leveled up, and I think our next step in Blades in the Void is to return to the ship. So we will do just that. I've looted the entire place already, so there's nothing for us to pick up still. Hello?
Nothing's impossible for this.
And there's a few things I want to do in this episode that I need to take care of right now. I'm gonna level up my companions, as usual. But I am also going to respec, hopefully, if I have the patience, two characters. I want to respec Pasqal and I want to respec Argenta. The reason why I want to respec Pasqal is that his build is a little bit all over the place. I messed up some choices, I picked some things that I didn't really think through. He has some stuff that doesn't work because of those bad choices, and I just want to try and clean it up a little bit. And for Argenta, the main reason why I want to respec her is actually something that I've been considering for some time now. And I'll actually also change her weapon here. Go back to the heavy bolter. Yeah. And the reason is,
join me.
I gave her concentrated fire sometime in the past. Right? This is a really cool skill. This says the next range area attack made by the soldier deals 120% additional damage and has additional dodge reduction. So this will even go up a lot higher given that we have versatility stacks. But this worked before with burst attacks. It does not work anymore. They consider a ranged area attack something like, I believe, for example, one of these, an Inferno Blast. I think this counts as an area attack because it says right here all creatures in the area of effect within 8 cell radius, and this one says what?
When the faithful are idle, heresy
First
grows.
creature for every shot. Yeah, I think it's different. So they don't count that as area attack anymore, so this does nothing. And nothing upsets me more than having a character that relies so much on, you know, dealing damage, having an ability that doesn't actually work for the build. So I'm gonna take care of this. This was even something that I got a comment on a long time ago, and we even discussed it, and I tested it out, and it did work. It no longer works. There's a guy here. Is it you? Not worry about me, your lordship, Dargonus above all else. Okay, so let's just go. The other thing I also wanted to mention is that in the past few episodes I was kind of annoyed at the inventory screen. Oh, I'll read this in a second. Because when I opened the inventory I couldn't drag and drop items into their slots. I thought it was a bug with the game. It turns out it wasn't. It was just because I have Toybox installed to take care of you know, problems I may find with the game. It was actually useful already at this point. And given that the game was patched, I didn't update Toybox, and for some reason that was breaking that particular interaction. So I updated the mod, it's now working fine. Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movements from orbit. Detailed casualty and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. It is with deepest awe that I inform you that the timely intervention you made the Dragons before it could be devastated by the Drukhari. Nice. And the resilience of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raid, which had threatened to turn into a protracted war. Dargonus suffered losses, but the Hive has sufficient capacity to restore the administrative networks and industries as expeditiously as possible. The world remains intact despite the insidious blow dealt by the Xenos. I have been given Scalendar's reports that he failed to deliver in time. They indicate that Xenos activity dropped sharply after he departed for the Cineris Maleficum. Considering the scale of the Dargonus raid, it is safe to assume the Drukhari used up all the forces at their disposal, and may now require some time to replenish the losses. Without Achilles, we are blind to the scheming of these enemies of humanity, but our strategists are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids, which will allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Okay, cool. So this is it for the Blades in the Void quest. We're gonna go back to the bridge, and we're gonna take care of our level ups and respecs right now. Since I'm kind of motivated to do it and I have a little bit more time, I'm gonna take care of it. If the loading lets me. Okay. So as usual, I'm gonna start with the level ups and then we're gonna go for the respecs here. Okay, so for our main character, our Master Tactician, I'm gonna be taking Nimble as our common talent here. 10% bonus to dodge is decent. There's not a lot of other choices that I really want, so this is gonna be useful. And for our ability, I'm gonna be taking Finish the Job. Now, this may feel a little bit odd, given how I've been working with my main character thus far. And I'm kind of choosing this to force myself to play a different way. So currently I have Inspired, I have Assigned Objective, and I also have the Officer archetype, which means pretty much 95% of my turns are just buffing people, giving extra turns, and passing. I'm not even attacking most of the time. So, Finish the Job, what this does is, can only be used on enemies with the Unfinished Business effect. This effect is applied to enemies which were attacked by the Master Tactician's allies, but not by the Master Tactician, and have less than 50% of their maximum wounds remaining. The Master Tactician immediately attacks the target with a single shot or strike. This attack does not count toward the attacks per turn limit, dealing half of the weapon's maximum damage and an additional ballistic skill bonus damage. So, it's essentially an extra attack per turn, and hopefully this will make me want to engage a little bit more in the combat, rather than just buffing and debuffing. I know I don't have the best perception or ballistic skill, but we're gonna try and make it work and see how it works. Or how it goes. So, he's done, level 30. God, she has multiple levels to take care of. Okay. Okay, so for Yrliet, we're taking a couple of things here. We have a common talent, I'm gonna give her Drukhari equipment. This is just to open up some more possibilities for her gear. We're taking Elusive Speed. If the assassin is elusive at the start of their turn, this is this ability here, which is something that we like to use at the end of the turn. They gain 4 movement points and 10 lethality until the end of their turn, which I kind of like to a style of assassin gameplay. I'm giving her some intelligence, just so we can round this off at 40. We're picking Medicae for our available characteristics because we could not pick Lord Xenos, and I'm taking Killing Edge as my additional ability. I think there's a couple of abilities here which are cool. I was kind of between this one and I think the Fainting Attack, which is kind of interesting as well. But this is to move enemies, and this is just for more damage if you land. We're gonna go for this one. She is done. Going for Jay. So for Jay, I'm not gonna waste too much time on her because I don't really intend on using her. I'm taking in the Hero's Footsteps. This is basically the same thing that my main character has. An additional turn whenever somebody has the first use of Heroic Act. Bonus characteristics in Commerce. We have some more willpower to round this off. And then we have Stronger Together because for common talents she doesn't really need anything else. This will give everybody 5 more Fellowship. This is what she chose as the Humanity's Finest bonus here. And we also take Assigned Objective as our other ability. Done. Moving on to Heinrichs. Heinrichs, kind of the same deal as Jay. I'm not really counting on using him, even though I'm a little bit more convinced that he could be somewhat useful as a second frontliner, not just having Abelard. But I don't plan on using him at least right now. I'm giving him Lord Xenos, I'm giving him Accustomed to Glory. Every time he or an ally uses an Heroic Act or Desperate Measure, the Archmilitant gains some more damage until the end of combat. He's getting some more strength, he's getting Psalms of Heroes. Every time an ally uses an Heroic Act, he gets +1 to Psi rating, and he's also getting Wildfire as an ability. Moving on to Cassia. For Cassia, man, there's some good choices that I'm really kind of, I don't know what I want, to be honest. I was kind of stuck between 2 of these. I like Touch of Anger a lot, although it costs 2 AP. It says all enemies within the area of effect within a 12-cell radius. But then what it says right here, All enemies in a 1 cell radius around the target point must pass a willpower resistance test. Those who fail, even if they are stunned or immobilized, immediately get an extra turn where they attack their allies. So, you can imagine the effect of this if you do something like Point of Curiosity, bring a bunch of enemies close together, and then do this, and they would basically just kill themselves. I think I like that idea a lot. At the same time, I also like this one a lot, Waking Nightmare. All enemies within the area suffer a minus 10 plus 2 times the Navigator's willpower bonus, which we know can be a lot. Penalty to their willpower and toughness until the end of combat. Actually, let me check something here. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go for this. I feel like I want to go for this. This can help out with a lot of different things. While Touch of Anger, costing 2 AP, I mean, I like it. It's a little bit restrictive on the range. And what I'm also thinking is, if I'm gonna spend 2 AP to do this, why not just spend 2 AP and just nuking everything in the area with her eye beam? Well, I'm gonna go for this debuff. I think I like it a little bit more. And that's Cassie's level up done. Moving on for Idira. For Lady Idira, I'm going to be giving her Strange Vitality as our common talent. When the Psyker's allies or the Psyker themselves are under the effects of psychic powers, they gain plus 5 toughness for each of such effects. I'm not really sure how many we're going to be able to have. I know we have a few. It's going to be a nice buff. Considering what we have as choices, I think most of the really important things we already have. At least from my, you know, my perusal of these things. The other choice I was thinking about was the Pulse of Life, which you can crit when you are healing somebody, which is cool, but she's not really mainly a healer. It's more of a side thing she does. So I'll go for this and just increase the buffs we're giving out. And then for our ability, we're taking yet another psychic power to buff us up, Prescience. So the target gains a +4, +2 times the psi rating, Intelligence, Perception, Fellowship, and Willpower until the end of combat. So this can be good for a lot of the people in our party. It's not going to be as important for, let's say, for example, Abelard, even though he can still use the Perception to shoot somebody. It's just another buff. It can buff very well Cassia, Idira, my main character. It can buff Argenta, and even Pasqal can benefit from this. So a lot of good things can come out of this, and it's also a prerequisite for this one, which I like a lot, Precognition. Once per round, the Psyker's next turn is moved up by 2 turns in the round initiative sequence. This ability may allow the Psyker to have 2 turns during 1 round, and it requires Prescience or Foreboding. So we're gonna go for this. Something that I feel is kind of weird here as well, I just want to mention it. We're leveling up to level 30, and the game does not allow me to choose Psi rating +1. So it says character level required 30. We are leveling up to 30, but I guess we have to be 30 before we can actually... I don't know. It seems weird. That's why I'm taking Strange Vitality here. In any case, these are our choices. We can apply them. We're gonna go for Argenta. Actually, no, I'm gonna respec her. We're gonna go for Abelard now. Okay, so for Abelard, I'm actually going for something that I was not considering earlier. I'm going to be taking Reckless Rush. I was thinking about Cautious Approach, which I still think can be a very good choice for Abelard here. Cautious Approach will basically allow us to swap the bonuses we get from Versatility. Instead of getting Weapon Skill and Ballistic Skill and more damage, we would get Dodge and Parry for every stack. And we would also remove negative effects from the character as well. We would also be immune to those effects as well as stunned and prone, which I think is very, very powerful. So I like this a lot. But I'm thinking about going a little bit more on the offensive here, which we are being very offensive in all of our combats. And I'm going to go for Reckless Rush. So Reckless Rush costs 1 AP. The we can make it cost 0, by the way, with another talent. Immediately gains +3 plus the Archmilitant's agility bonus movement points. So the agility is not going to be too much, but it's going to be 3 + 4, that's 7 MP. Not too bad. It's very useful if, let's say, you get an additional turn from an officer. And also, if the Archmilitant has stacks of versatility, those stacks are doubled until the end of the turn, but you will lose all stacks that were added at the end of the turn. So, if we have stacks, this means we deal additional damage based on our weapon skill. So if we get a lot of stacks, we can use this to move and double those bonuses and, you know, deal more damage during that round. Hopefully it's going to be a good choice. I'm not sure if it's going to be an improvement over Cautious Approach, but I'll try it out. So that's it. And now we're going to go for both Argenta and Pasqal as Respecs. So for that, I have to go over here. And we are going to say, my retinue and I are needed training. I will show you to our sporting chambers at once, and now we can choose what we want to do. So now it says here, the cost of future progress resets will be increased. I'm not sure if this was here before, and I didn't notice it, but it's definitely handy. It should tell me by how much, but it doesn't. I'm going to start with Pasqal. And yes, we do want to reset. So now I'm basically going to have to go from level 4 up to level 30, all in one go. So I will be right back and I will briefly go over the changes. Okay, so took a long time. Let's briefly go over this, otherwise we're going to spend the entire episode just going through level ups. I'm going to try and build Abelard to be more of a plasma weapon user. I'm giving him the same I'm giving him the same focus I was trying to give him before in heavy armor. This time I did have the correct prerequisites to be able to do it. And my idea for him is to try and maximize his support abilities while being kind of specialized only in ranged combat and using plasma weapons. So, going over the operative tree, what am I picking here of interest? I'm getting aiming protocols, something I don't think I had before. So Pasqal will get ballistic skill and dodge reduction with plasma and melta weapon range attacks, which is something he was missing desperately because he does not start with a lot of ballistic skill or perception, and he gains this through our intelligence bonus. So it's a way to make his high intelligence work for his other stats as well. I like this a lot, and it's kind of one of the prerequisites for the build I'm kind of going for here. This is just usual operative stuff. Tactical knowledge, which I love. Improved tactics just means tactical knowledge will be even better. Pinnacle of weaponry, same thing. The first attack in combat with any plasma, melta, or power weapon deals additional damage equal to 6. And I'm hoping that this 0 here is bugged in this description, because for the remainder of combat the bonus damage is decreased to int bonus divided by 2. It shouldn't be 0, right? But I'm kind of hoping that the text is bugged, not the actual ability. Upgrade to Heroic Act, Logic, Ballistic Skill. So I'm basically focusing on tech use, Logic. I'm putting some points in Medicae and Lore Xenos. Scanner Mechadendrite will just 1 point will give me Perception plus 10, which is going to be handy as well. Some Medicae, Perfect Spot. This I did not have before. So we're going to be using him as ranged, so while in cover he gets more cover efficiency, plus 15 Perception and plus 15 Ballistic Skill. An easy way to get a lot of stats with just one ability. And here is another thing that's important for the build. I'm getting Characteristic Training Strength. This will allow me to actually train in strength, where before I was not able to, because you need 45 strength in order to get heavy armor proficiency. So I'm basically getting training in strength here. Then I also have filtering protocols. When Pasqal uses a plasma or melta weapon the first time in a round, he gains plus 1 AP. So again, another very good use of the plasma weapons. And maybe even the melta weapons as well. I'll try them out. Here I'm picking strength. Here I'm picking strength. He starts with 30. So 5, 5, 5 gives 15. Goes up to 45. We have heavy armor proficiency. And finally, another upgrade to our Heroic Act. So this is our operative level up. And then I went for Bounty Hunter again, because I'm kind of interested in exploring Ensnare the Prey, as well as Hot on the Trail, plus some other stuff here. So yeah, the first ability, Ensnare the Prey. The Bounty Hunter sets a trap on a free cell in a 10-cell radius around them. Any enemy entering the 2-cell radius around the trap activates a trap. So each enemy in a 2-cell radius around the trap suffers direct damage and must pass a test or become immobilized until the next turn. If the target is prey, it will always be immobilized. There's no save. So this, coupled with Point of Curiosity or Notch of Purpose, I think could be very interesting. We're gonna try it out. Share the spoils just to get some bonuses even if we aren't the ones killing the prey. We're going for Steel of the Forge. So again, while wearing heavy armor, he's gonna get +1 MP, +1 deflection, and cannot fall prone. All these things are awesome. Intelligence, Savor the Kill. So this is what Idira also has. Whenever a prey that is not being trailed is killed by an ally, the Bounty Hunter gains an extra turn. So, very cool. He cannot attack during that extra turn, but it's still he's still able to do a lot of cool stuff. We have Cull the Bull just for extra damage as well, and especially because we can also get Flay the Bold. So Cull the Bold additionally removes the target's difficulty of deflection, so we also remove deflection, willpower and toughness, so all good things to debuff the enemy. We are getting Overcharge Protocols. Every time Pasqal uses Plasma or Melta weapons, his damage with these weapons increases by 12%. This stacks. If Pasqal does not shoot for 1 round, he loses all stacks. Now, I am kind of interested in seeing how this works, coupled with Savor the Kill, because in Savor the Kill we cannot attack. So if we cannot attack, this means he's not gonna shoot. Oh wait, it says for 1 round. The round isn't it? Oh, so this is even better. Oh, never mind. Okay. I have Hunter's Ambush. When the Bounty Hunter performs a single shot attack on an immobilized or stunned target, this attack refunds its cost and does not count for the attack limit. Once per round. Why is this good? Cassia stuns a lot of people. My trap is going to immobilize people. So this is gonna kind of capitalize on both those things and try to get extra free attacks per turn. Then we're having Heightened Concentration. Whenever the Bounty Hunter scores a critical hit, they will get Armor Penetration to the end of combat. It will stack. It will not die, just to have some extra wounds. And Hot on the Trail. So this basically means we can designate an enemy and we finish the turn. All allies will get additional hit chance against a trailed enemy. And if the ally kills a trailed enemy, the Bounty Hunter will gain an additional turn after that, with all AP and MP remaining from the moment the Bounty Hunter used Hot on the Trail. And he can attack, I'm guessing. And the Bounty Hunter gains additional movement points. The cooldown on Hot on the Trail is reset as well. So when it is used for the 3rd time in combat, the Bounty Hunter recovers 1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. So very cool things here. Another thing I want to mention here that I want to go for but I still haven't is... yeah, so this one here. So every time he uses a Plasma or Melta weapon, his damage increases and it stacks. I'm thinking about also going for dual weapon combat, and I would give him a plasma rifle plus like a plasma pistol or something like that, and he can shoot twice per turn. Even more so with the Hunter's Ambush. God damn it, how do I do this? C. Yeah, C. So the Hunter's Ambush would also allow me to shoot 1 more time, so 3 attacks per turn. That just keeps on stacking damage very, very rapidly. I think it could be cool. We're gonna see how it plays out. And now I'm gonna go for Argenta. Now Argenta, I would not have much of an issue of respecking her using a toy box, because it's due to a skill that no longer works. Let me see if it still costs me something. Yeah, it still doesn't cost me any profit factor. But from what I've been told before, the first two are free and the following ones are not. Given that this is, like I mentioned, something that stopped working, that kind of wrecks the build, I am actually going to use Toy Box to respec Argenta without using up my free respec there. So I'll be right back with the respec done. Okay, so before I actually go into the respec options, I just want to show what I'm doing here because it might be handy for someone else. So I'm using Toy Box, and it's useful for exactly these purposes. If something stops working or if something is broken, you can kind of fix it by using this. What I'm doing here is, in Toy Box for Rogue Trader, I'm going into the party section here. I'm going into all for all of the party members, and then I can search for Argenta, and I can just press respec over here, and it's essentially a free respec. So she should now be on level 2 again, and I'm gonna go over the leveling process right now. Okay, and finally, after much time spent on this, we're gonna go back to Argenta. So I don't think I need to go over all of my decisions here, because for the most part it's gonna be pretty similar to what I already had. The main difference that I have here is right here in this ability. Instead of taking concentrated fire, which was what I previously had chosen that no longer works with burst attacks, I am now taking rapid fire. So the soldier's next burst attack will have its rate of fire doubled, but deal 25% less damage. All the shots will follow random trajectories. I'm kind of curious about this random trajectory stuff, but I will try and see how it works out. And then, coupled with this, I am taking unfaltering fire. So rapid fire no longer reduces damage. So we are essentially doubling the rate of fire of our weapon, and we are still dealing full damage. Other than that, I don't believe I changed anything that relevant here. I still took Entrench, I still like this skill. Bolt Weapon Expert, Second Skin, Nimble will not die. Yada yada yada. And again, I took Archmilitant because why not? I'm taking the same thing as before. I think exactly the same thing. I love Devastating Attack to bring people down. I love Wildfire. And for level 30, I am taking Kick. So it might seem like an odd choice, and I guess to a certain degree it is, because I'm not really wanting to be in melee. But if I am, or if somebody comes up to me, as it has happened before, Kick is just a cool way to just easily and quickly toss somebody away from me. It cannot miss, does not count toward the attack limit per turn, so it will also build up stacks of versatility. I think it can be handy. Let's see how often it will actually be used. I was also considering Confident Approach, but looking at this here, what this does is it will give me dodge reduction and parry reduction and ignore some of the enemy cover, which is good. I'm not gonna say it's not. But compared to what we already get from versatility, which is just more weapon skill and more ballistic skill, and also getting more damage out of it once we have 4 or more stacks, this will also just give me... It will make sure I always crit, but the critical damage will be less. I don't think it's going to be that much less because we will have a lot of critical hit chance. But at the same time, we are already critting so often that I think I just prefer to have the normal buffs here. I think I prefer ballistic skill and this buff right here over what this could give me. So Kick's going to be my choice here for a little bit of a defensive purpose. So that's all of our level ups done. That's half the episode, god damn it. Okay, so with that done, I think my next objective... So this is Kyavagama. This is irrelevant for right now. This is Kyavagama, this is Kyavagama. So I'm gonna go for this one here, Eldari in Distress. It's the only quest I have that's not in Kyavagama. This is Yrliet's companion quest. So let's go to the Cronus Expanse map and see if we can get to where we want to go. I think we had seen the system, but we don't have a course for it, I believe. I think it's here. Tenebris Aquae. And I think I'm gonna go there kind of the same way I was going before. So I wanted to explore the Orselio prophecy, which can also tie to this place, and maybe from here I can go there. Or from there I can go there. Let's see. So, war travel over there. The Lord kept retreat to his study to reflect on recent events, but his train of thought is interrupted by the muffled creak of the door and the sound of soft footsteps. Cassia? Are we gonna get some more romance here? I would not mind it. I like Cassia. Come on. Oh, it's a combat encounter including Yrliet. Okay. So I'll take out Pasqal and bring in Cass. This is usually my swap. If I want to swap somebody from the party, I will usually take out Pasqal and bring in that other person. I guess I could also take out Argenta for her, but I like Argenta too much in the party. Let's go like this. Elantak, I finally found you in this dwelling. Yrliet comes closer and smoothly makes an unfamiliar gesture with her hands. This symbol has many meanings: humility, grief, loss, shame, regret. I hope you'll accept them all, because I am sorry for what happened to your world, to your subjects, to your palace, and for what my kin did to them. Your kin? You have never referred to the Drukhari as such before. For a few seconds, Yrliet is silent. We come from the same source, Elantak. We share the same blood. Even though the Drukhari's blood is distorted and their souls empty, it is a fact that cannot simply be brushed aside. Okay, so why are you apologizing? It's not your fault. The Drukhari masterfully spin their webs of deceit and manipulation. Do not castigate yourself too harshly. Even the most esteemed children of Azurian cannot always escape their clutches. But you, Elantak, resisted my cousins more ably than many. Or more ably. Yrliet falls silent and her deep, piercing gaze seems to reach down into the very depths of your soul. Yrliet? Look, Elantak, the gaze of a child of Azurian can penetrate deeper than a monke's, and I can see all the heaviness that has accumulated in your soul during your travels. I see it. In your gestures, in the tilt of your head, in the change in your sins. If you'll allow me, this is the first time you have heard Yrliet sound so indecisive and guilty. I will help you cast off this burden and cleanse your soul and mind of worry. How exactly are you going to help me? It is difficult to describe, Elantak, but your soul shines bright and your mind is strong enough for you to be able to immerse yourself in your own mind and cleanse it of unnecessary cares. I am still not sure that your species is capable of such a thing, but it is worth a try. If nothing comes out of it, then the only thing you will lose is a small fraction of your time. And I will be your guide on this journey. I will help you to enter the meditative state to get to know yourself. Of course, that is if you let me. Immersing yourself in your soul is a deeply intimate process, but you will not be able to do it without me. Yrliet thoughtfully brushes a strand of red hair away from her face. And I promise you, Elantak, that I will not judge you. You, your world, or anything that takes place inside it. We will see only what you want to see. Okay. Did I do it or did Cassia? Oh, I actually did it. Because sometimes my party members can help me, in this case it was myself. Embers of genuine curiosity glimmer in the emerald gaze. To know a human soul is a unique opportunity for an Eldari. And Yrliet's uncharacteristic caution and uncertainty imply that she is also discomfited by her own keen interest. And you are a little curious to see what's inside my head, aren't you? Yrliet, looking offended, crosses her fingers in a new gesture. Meditation is not a tool for achieving lowly goals. It is a healing spring for the soul. I'm gonna keep pushing here because we had this check, right? Just admit it, there is nothing wrong with wanting to know a human soul. You are like a snake coiling around my body, twisting tighter with every word, Elantak. It is hard to breathe when I am near you. Oh no. Yrliet furrows her brow and crosses her arms. Yrliet? I like you, but you are not Cassia. You are tired of fighting the raging waters of your life, and so I am holding out my hand to you. The choice to grab it or to fight alone is yours to make, so make it. Is this the same meditation you were using before to immerse yourself? An affirmative nod serves as a silent answer. Very well. Yrliet, show me my inner world. Yrliet nods slowly. She is clearly surprised by her compliance. Then we need to find a suitable place, somewhere quiet and serene. Ah, it is a good place. Let go of everything, Alantak. Doubts, fears, emotions. Cast off the weight of your body. Damn it. Good. Now try to look inside your soul, look at it shining timidly, and dive in. I had to read quickly there. The inner world. Where the hell am I? Oh, it's like a dream sequence? We did it, Alantak. So far your world resembles a real one, but soon you will learn to go deeper. Remember that everyone here is just a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Do not be afraid to look them in the eye. So I can confront people freely here without any kind of consequences, I'm guessing?
Victory awaits!
I'm actually quick save this. Yeah, this is these are my chambers still. That's me. That's me and the bookcase. It is natural for one key to desire closeness with their own kind, but this same desire gives rise to doubt. And I disappeared. Fresh blood soaks into the priceless silk coverlets, forming an ugly stain under the corpse. Your corpse.
I'll lay claim to the
Let's
stars.
not. All sentient beings are afraid of death. You have to accept the fear first before you can get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh, accept your fears. Okay. All right. Me, Jay, a lot of people here. Heinrichs. Standing at the helm, peering into the darkness of the cosmos, you feel as lonely among the stars as I do among my own kin. Am I here to kill you, to betray you, to serve you? Am I friend or foe? What do you think? I like that these are my own thoughts getting reflected back at me. Vox Master, High Factotum, Master Helmsman, listen closely. We got rid of one rogue trade, we'll get rid of him too. What? Everyone, from the lower decks to senior officers, hate him. I hear their Vox transmissions. Mutiny is brewing. As long as I still can use his thrones, I don't care. Once betrayed, it is hard to put one's trust in others again, especially those closest and most loyal to us. I don't think that of them. I don't really agree with that. I think that discussion would be nice for a dogmatic person or heretical. I like the weapons here though. Very cool. Dispel your loneliness.
None shall stand
Conrad
in my way.
Voigtvir, the betrayer. Have you already forgotten me, Cordumt? Oh, don't ever forget me, not even for a moment. Because as soon as you turn away, I will plunge a shard of my sword into your throat. I don't know who this monkey is, but your memories of them are akin to slimy mud after the rain. Let's wash it away like spring water, shall we? How about Jay? You are doing everything right. Don't worry, Shireen. I will happily take your place when you are gone. Cute little bitch. Anything over here? Oh. The burden of responsibility lies on your shoulders, Alantak, and your soul grows dull from weariness. Break the chains of exhaustion. Dispel the exhaustion. If only it were this easy. But I guess it's a nice representation of meditation, right?
Follow my lead.
Ooh, Marazhai. Argenta. In truth, you believe in nothing at all. Not the God Emperor, the arch enemy, or even people. You barely believe in yourself. I pity you. Theodora. I am proud of you, Cordumt. You have become a worthy successor, and perhaps even the best Lord Captain. Some words you need to hear at least once to believe them. Idira. Putting on airs, Lord Captain, you are as distant from the common folk as rusty old footfall is from Terra. You just got lucky, Monkey, but luck is the only thing you have. You are weak, so prepare to suffer. Only the mad and the foolish never doubt their strength. The wise are full of doubt, but they know how to let go of them. Accept and let go of your doubts. Okay.
A new challenge for me.
Abelard. Lord Captain, your decision will doom us all. Lowly pirates perish, risking nothing but their own skin. But what of you? You are putting the lives of thousands of crew members and billions of protectorate subjects in danger.
I won't
Pasqal.
tolerate weakness.
Unit Cordam von Valencia's crimes against the sacred laws of the Marazhai have been logged. Retribution is imminent. What? What? Trophy change notifications. I lost items. What do you mean? Epiphany, deadly precision, axe. What the hell? Armored effective. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a massacre. Do you see yourself now, Alantak, just as radiant as others see you? Oh, these are Xenos. What am I? Ah, accept yourself. Again. What the hell is this? What is Epiphany? Is it my weapon? No. No clue what this is. Ah, so myself and Yrliet's echo. Listen closely. What is this, monkey? The voice of the incorporeal echo that has made your soul its home seems to sound only in your own head. She has a hat. Yrliet's face tenses in surprise, her features becoming even sharper as she stares in confusion at the ghostly figures. She says nothing, stealing glances at you, then at the figures again as if she is waiting for something. Look closely at the ghostly figures. A strange feeling envelops your body. You feel yourself become lighter than air, and inside your mind your thoughts are racing at an incredible speed. You are not yet aware that you are looking through the eyes of your ghostly echo and are observing from afar, all at the same time. The inner world changes under the force of your will, and you can now control your own echo. You can now do something that you would not dare to do in the real world. Oh, this is Yrliet's romance. Yeah, but I'm romancing Cassia, and I'm not gonna betray her. So we can touch her hand, we can kiss her, we can embrace her. We're gonna resist temptation. You and Yrliet stand together in complete silence for a while, tense and awkward at first, then soft and enveloping. You feel Yrliet sigh ever so slightly, and you hear the sadness hidden in her. I'm sorry, lady. But she remains silent until the ghostly figures around you start to disappear. It is time to return, Lantak. Your soul is not yet strong enough to endure prolonged immersion. Take a deep breath and... Yeah, I'm sorry, Yrliet. I know my character is irresistible, but... I'm a one-woman man. You awaken from your meditation with a sense of vigor and unusual calm, as if you have just taken a shower under a freezing waterfall, or delivered a speech in front of thousands of subjects and your heart swells from the crowd's adulation. I will say though that in a future playthrough I do want to romance Yrliet. She's the next person I want to romance. Cordant, you are awake. And? If Idira can be romanced, I don't think she can, but if she could be romanced, I also want to romance Idira. Yrliet starts at her own words, realizing that this is the first time she has ever called you by your name. Your soul shines too radiantly for a human, despite all the litter that accumulated in your soul. You can get rid of litter, but the light, try to preserve it, Cordant. It draws the eye like bright stars in the night sky. Of course, your world is not as beautiful and serene as mine, but I was glad to see it. We didn't see Cassia, which was strange. When we were meditating, you did not seem surprised by my relationships with our mutual acquaintances. Yrliet shrugged indifferently. You long for that which human nature desires, for intimacy with your own kind. I can understand that. Is she my own kind? Maybe she's Voidborn as well. I don't actually know. I don't think so, though. Will I be able to see your world? Yrliet just shakes her head. I do not think so, Alantak. It is impossible to know everything in this world, no matter how much we would like to. And still, my heart sings, for I have helped you find peace, even if only for a short while. Until we meet again, Alantak, may the stars guide us along the safe roads. Okay, a very cool little sequence. Meditation sequence, romancing Yrliet. Sounds nice. It feels to me like when we were here, the game was showing a bookcase over here. I only saw my character, but I feel like maybe the bookcase is implying that I romanced Cassia, and that was my gift to her. So it was her representation in my dreams. I don't know. Okay, so that's done. There is no new quests assigned here. Do you have any new options, Yrliet? I kind of want to check.
Alantak?
No. Okay, so let's go to the Void Ship map. Or to the Kronos Expanse map. And keep making our way to a different place. Okay, so we're here. We want to go to the Orselio Prophecy for the first time. It was discovered that one of the smaller vats in Engine Hall 5, which should have been filled with wastewater, instead contained a liquid that looked like blood. This incident was deemed not to be of serious concern, and everything went back to normal as soon as the ship returned to real space. Alright. How is my ship looking, by the way? So we're gonna visit the Orselio Prophecy. I want to see how I'm looking in terms of... yeah, of scrap. We have pirates. I'm gonna quick save this. Let's check out the space dust. We got fuel. They're also kind of covering a planet there. Flood victims in a jungle world. It appears a large void ship recently dumped a huge load of junk and faulty parts from orbit. The debris that did not burn up in the atmosphere is now blocking the flow of a mighty river. This dam is causing the river to overflow, flooding the nearby valley. A herd of large hoofed rodents has gathered along the riverbanks. If the animals lose their usual habitat, they are doomed. Okay, so I can declare a great hunt. The animals cannot flee and are virtually defenseless, and their valuable meat and pelts will prove quite useful. I imagine this will give me profit factor. Or the Lord Captain orders removal of the space debris from the river bed. It's a long and laborious process, but the animals will have a chance to survive. I will save the animals. Oh, eccentric animal lover. Word of the Lord Captain's unusual fondness for bizarre rodents is quickly... something something. It takes many planetary turns and hundreds of crew members to remove the heap of trash and unclog the river, letting the waters flow freely once more. The rodents run back to their pastures without so much as a backward glance at the people who saved them. Typical. So what is this? I want to check that. What is this also? Heavenly Chariot. The governor of Emberworld has spoken of a heavenly chariot of a certain king of the storm. Ah, okay. I know this. Yeah. So, this is a rumor about the Von Valentius dynasty. Were the Lord Captain's unusual fondness for rodents are quickly spreading across the ship's decks. Okay. Does that affect me in any meaningful way? I do not know. Okay. Experience. And I guess we're gonna fight some pirates. Quick save it. And go. I think my hull integrity is full. I hope so, at least. Please tell me it's not Drukhari. Don't have the goddamn void shields. Or the shrouds.
Order to the crew. Deliver me victory.
It's a single enemy? Really? A Falcon-class frigate. It's a... Nah. It's not gonna be a single enemy, is it? If I remember correctly, torpedoes will act after everyone else in the turn, I think. Okay, so... I'm gonna place them right here.
Torpedoes locked.
And... Okay, so acceleration phase I would like to use as much as possible so I can reload and use again. So, extra range, blam. Dorsal weapon, blam. And then move to a position where I can reload and shoot once more. That's my goal here. Okay, so let's go over here.
Lay in the course.
I feel like there's something that I'm not really seeing here. Why is this shining? Why is this still here? Personal presence on a colony is required. Travel to colony system and explore what's happening on the planet. We just came from there. What? Okay, maybe I'll have to go back there and see if there's something that I missed. What the hell? Okay, let's go back to what we were doing. So, Arc Augury, blam. Man, we only hit the shields. God damn it.
Fire the lance batteries.
Okay, decent damage. Now, what is my best position? If I go here, I can't shoot him. But if I can go here, I can shoot him. Can I use any of these? No. Okay. Ah, but I can go here. I can reload, shoot, and then possibly move to the side and do a warp jump and also shoot my port cannon. I'm liking this. Or I can just use this as well. Try and kill him. Okay, so I'm afraid it's gonna aim at the front shield and not the back one. And not this one, I mean. Well, let's see.
The time has come.
Go over there. Reload. Yeah, it's still shooting over here. It's kind of weird. Why is it aiming here and not this shield? Whatever.
Leave them.
An opportunity to exploit.
I really thought I would deal more damage than this. Unfinished. This has unfinished business in ship battles, really? Doesn't make any sense to me, but okay.
Fire the lance batteries.
Okay, yeah. Does he have a lot of armor or something? Oh, yeah, he does. He has a lot of armor. Okay, so a warp jump will place me over here, which if I kill the ship, it's gonna blow up in my face. I don't want that. So I can strafe here. This won't kill him, right? It won't kill him. Well, neither will this, but still. Oh, maybe it will. Why? Why does this deal so much damage? I mean, 3 shots, it's 99 damage. 99, it's gonna be... Okay, yeah, it's more. Okay.
Fire right now.
No mercy for the enemies
Bye,
of humanity.
bitch.
My premonitions never fail
Really?
me.
That was all? With all the messed up ship battles we found thus far, this one is just that single enemy? Maybe he's very powerful if he's allowed to act. Who knows? How am I looking in terms of... I'm almost there, but not quite. Yeah, we have 417. I feel like I want to keep that. I don't want to spend it right now. Okay, so... Explored. Do you have something? You have Promethium. I really was hoping for something a little bit more interesting, given that it's called the Orselio Prophecy. Like an event or a level that you could interact with people from the Orselio bloodline or something like that. Shameful. Okay, so it still does not allow me to go to Tenebris Aquae, which is where we want to go. So I'm gonna reduce the difficulty of this one. We're gonna travel here and try to chart and maybe find a course for this area. Come on. Yeah, okay, nice. Oh, we found a lot of stuff. We found Kavagama, finally. Okay, it's all the way over here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's visit Adarmat II. We have an unidentified void ship, which could mean an interesting level. And Recologer's plot. I don't know if that's a name or if it's an English word I'm not familiar with. Adamantine. Why is it always such a low amount? Let me check something here. Because adamantine is something that I want. Okay, yeah, I'm over here. So adamantine 2. Also adamantine 2. Plasteel. What is this, by the way? Phlogiston. What is phlogiston? This? Ah, this. Okay. Plasteel. Promethium. More adamantine. It's all the way over there. A lot of stuff. Plasteel. Plasteel. Phlogiston. Man, we've seen a lot of places. Adamantine. Yeah, I haven't been extracting adamantine because I keep waiting for it to find some place that has more than 2. But it appears that every single one is only 2. At least until this point. Yeah, adamantine 2 again. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna... Where am I? Here. I'm actually just gonna mine this. Because I do need more. We have 3 extract teams, which is not a lot, but I do need this. So take that. We now have 4. Check out this planet. Promethium and bizarre ruins. The bizarre structure observed from orbit appears to be the ruined estate of a wealthy noble. Further searching reveals the remains of an envirodome, a landing pad, the main manor and servants' quarters. It is impossible to determine what exactly happened there. The search team has found something truly disturbing in the main hall, an opulently clothed skeleton sitting at a dinner table. The table is set with gold plates covered with old blood and piles of bones. The bones on the plates are clearly human. No other remains have been found on the estate. Okay, wait. What is this? Cannibals? Because no other remains were found except this skeleton and blood and bones on the plates. Let the holy fire purify it all. Search for the remains to find for anything valuable. The scout team returns with some expensive weapons taken from the skeleton. After finishing their report, they hurry away, whispering prayers. What is this? An assault lasgun. Dodge reduction 30. Range 10. Rate of fire 5. Every hit reduces deflection by 1. Stacks up 3 times. Interesting weapon. Not sure if it's particularly relevant, but it is interesting. Okay. And I'm gonna end this episode. I think before I do that, I just wanted to swap maybe my weapon on my main character. Given the level up we had with this finished job here, we have a free attack, well, not free. We have an extra attack dealing half of the weapon's maximum damage. So I kind of would like to have a weapon with long range and with a lot, or with a very high maximum damage. Well, I could even use my shotgun, couldn't I? But I have to be in range, so never mind. Forget about that. Maybe I should be using a long glass instead of my needle rifle. Just because of the fact it's going to give me more dodge reduction and additional hit chance, which is something I desperately need. Yeah, I'm actually going to swap this. Though I would prefer to have a sniper rifle with more damage. Precise las gun. It's kind of similar, isn't it? The precise las gun, 30, 10. We don't have additional hit chance. Okay, kind of similar. Precise las pistol, 6 to 8. 10 to 17. I'm always unsure if I want to use... Well, I'll have to play with Abelard some more and maybe use my ranged weapon. Auto pistol, no. No. I think I wanted to use this. The hotshot las gun. Or no, it wasn't this one. $18 to 25 damage is a little bit more. But the penalty to hit chance is kind of high. But I feel like I had a unique weapon that I give to someone. What did I do with it? I don't actually remember. You have a long las as well. Maybe she should be using this one. Nah. Wait, who is using my other weapon? Ooh, damn it. 40% additional hit chance. Okay. Maybe I should have this. Maybe not. Dude, I know I have a unique looking assault rifle. Why am I not finding it? It's... this one here. The Sworn Protector. Requires Iconoclast, grants multiple person resolve for killed until the end of combat, which I don't really kill all that much. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the long last for now and see how it plays out. Maybe swap out the shotgun at some point for something a little bit more automatic. And also for Pasqal, before I forget, we no longer want to use this medium armor, even though it is very good. I want to use heavy armor. So if I type heavy, it works. Same armor, 3 deflection, plus 2 deflection against range attacks. It's cool. 5 deflection, more armor. More fellowship, minus dodge. More deflection against area attacks. Not bad. This sucks. Sucks. Okay, so take this one. Yeah, we go up to 6 deflection. Very nice. Wait. So I have 5 deflection here. I had 1 more from Reject the Flesh. But I... Oops. But I also have... Where is it? Steel of the Forge. Why isn't this showing here? Let me open it up again. Okay, I'll have to check this in combat because it's missing 1 point of deflection over there. Okay, well, this is it for what I wanted to do. In the next episode, I'm going to continue exploring this Adermat system. We have this Recologer's plot place to explore. We have an identified void ship, which I'm hoping is an exploration of a ship with some battles, and an additional planet to check out. So, as always, my friends, I want to thank you all for being here in the channel with me, watching some Rogue Trader. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more views coming out soon, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.